We're along the banks of the Great Miami River, and we're standing on top of the earthen levees. In many places, the earthen levees are as much as 50 feet high, and they run from Piqua all the way down to Hamilton at about 55 miles. In 1913, Dayton's Great Flood took place. The waters breached the levee and 360 people lost their lives. By 1918, the 55-mile levee would be the largest construction project in the world. There are 5 large dams in the Dayton area, as well as 12 blowhead dams.
Four-wheeling on a serious BMX racer.
Check out this bird song as we fly over these violets. As we saw in the mayapple, the violet flower is much like the hydraulic umbrella. Here we have a marsh marigold and a spring beauty. This is the reproductive part of the plant, and hydraulics can play a role in the opening and closing of the flower with a pressure called turgor. One sweep through the grass harvested these beautiful images of bees flitting around flowers. Check out this mid-air collision. You can even hear the sounds of the wings striking. This sweep through the ground cover reveals marsh marigolds, spring beauties. There's some onion grass. A lot of diversity going on here. This bee is not flying like a plane or a bird, but it's actually swimming through the air. Here you can see him almost treading water. The wings are beating at about 240 beats per second. The wings are attached to the body with little sockets that allow the wings to pivot in direction. There's also some research that says that there are gears in these sockets that allow the bee to change speed in mid-flight. Here we have the West Carrollton Blowhead Dam. It's designed to control the river and to cause the water to back up behind it to create a recreational area. If you watch the seagull's first wing strike, it's tilted so his wings are down. Birds use an airfoil system that creates a low pressure on top of their wings that causes the lift. They have to reach a certain speed in order for this airfoil technology to provide a benefit. Once they reach that speed, they can just soar. Here we have our mighty Blowhead Dam. These things are dangerous. You can see it tossing around this 10-ton log like a rag doll. The hydraulics of this dam will pull you in and down, and you will be trapped in this current. I can never get enough of soaring birds. It turns out that when the earth is heated unevenly, that wind is created. And these amazing aerial artists take advantage of that. I can never get enough of soaring birds. It turns out that when the earth is heated unevenly, wind is created, and the birds take advantage of that. The bones in the wings of the birds are hollow and actually are used as an auxiliary lung and help cool the blood. Watch this bird get a snack. That is just stunningly beautiful. When you view that or you filter through it, through what's happening there biologically, it's just stunning. I can never get enough of that. All right, let's talk about these low-head dams again. We know that they create a reservoir behind them where you can boat and whatnot, but they're really designed to keep the channel of the water in the middle of the river. A river would normally meander and push its banks in different directions, but with the levees and this low-head dam, it's designed to control the flow of the water. Upstream from here, in Dayton, there was another dam called the Tate Street Dam, and it was designed to create electricity. And so a sluice would be here on the side that would have a turbine in it, and when you spin the turbine, it would create electricity. You could actually do this now if you used an alternator from your car, and the alternator was spun by the passing water, and it would actually create electricity. Dayton is in the process of converting some of these low-head dams into kayak sporting areas. So what they do is they tear portions of the wall down so you don't get these crazy eddies. And it's called riffle, and it allows you to pass over this in a way that is not so deadly. You can see one of these kayak recreational areas down at Riverscape in the center of Dayton. In 1913, we had the Dayton flood. In 1914, we were in a world war. By 1918, the war was ending, and this low-head dam was constructed. Right about that time, the Spanish flu hit, and 600,000 Americans died. And many of the things that we're seeing today with this epidemic or pandemic, they were seeing as well. When you read the article for homework, you'll be amazed at the similarities between the Spanish flu and what we're going through now. Shelter in place, everyone was to wear a mask, there were shortages on labor and food,